Lakeside. I don't know whether you'd want to be riding with any of these guys about to line up on the grid for the Gemini scratch race. Scratch a Gemini and you've still got a Gemini. Dean Patterson is on pole position. Lance Thompson shares the front row of the grid. Then Graham Aikman, Steve Emson and Ben Harburg fill out the top 5 positions. Ian Cross qualified in 6th. In 7th, Stephen Boyd. Position number 8 is Willie Taylor. 9th, Wayne Wakefield. And in position number 10, Frank Brennan, a perennial Queensland favourite, the Gemini series. I don't know where they get these cars from. I'm sure they must all be stabled here at Lakeside, and there isn't one to be had anywhere else in the world.
You and I and Gemini. The jingle comes rushing back to me, Wilco. Lovely to be working with you again, by the way.
And you, my friend, Mr.
Up
Doug
here,
Mulray.
Off Broadway, working up your news reading act. Here we go, we have a start.
A lot of Geminis out there on the Lakeside circuit. There were 63,000 Geminis originally built, and I tell you what, these guys would have got rid of a few, Gary.
Well, they're using spare parts from all of them.
That's Dean Patterson, the first out. Car number 7, leading him through the carousel, and around the outside in car number 3, we've got Lance Thompson.
Lance Thompson, one of the more experienced drivers here. Oh, a few of the boys a little sideways, a little onto the dirt. Always plenty of action in the Gemini races, especially here at the high-speed Lakeside circuit. Again, a beautiful layout as we continue to cover all the rounds of the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship in 1994. And the boys have been quite tame.
Well, these cars have been around and been racing for so long that Tony Longhurst actually cut his teeth in this series going back many, many years.
It's a great way for people to get into motor racing. That's the thing I like about it. I think it's good for the guy from Struggle Street, as a certain well-known media personality is what to say.
Not only Tony Longhurst, Paul Morris, Gary Scott. Now, that is going back quite a while. Wayne Park, a very competent driver in touring cars.
The thought of the little cars which are accessible to the battler, the little bloke on Struggle Street, cars that bring the joys of motor racing, competition, exhilaration, camaraderie, they all become within reach of the punter.
Brings a tear to the eye.
15 years Gemini racing has been in Queensland, making it one of the longest running series.
Oh!
It's on.
That's car 91. We're looking at Ben Harburg there, crashing into the Armco. Well, the tyre wall before the Armco, and probably giving himself a fairly nasty headache.
A big off for one of the Geminis. Race leader, Stuart Patterson.
Quite an attractive little shape, this. It was originally an Isuzu vehicle, which we saw as a Holden, a bit of badge engineering. Here's the replay, the Tui's red replay.
Well, he saw red.
He's been watching the touring car racing.
Absolutely. He has all the qualifications to go into Group A immediately.
This is the battle for second you're seeing at the moment.
These accessible formulae are a terrific idea, aren't they? Lots and lots of people get a vibe on motor racing as a result of this sort of thing. I'm trying to work up Formula Vanguard at the moment. Imagine the excitement of seeing a dozen or so Space Masters howling through the kink on 6-inch cross plies. Here we have the sort of action I'm talking about.
Yep, car 34 has just banged the fence there. He was in 3rd place, wasn't he?
Certainly was.
Man.
He didn't make half distance.
No.
The rest of them have. Empson pulls wide, comes back, or he will as they get into the carousel underneath. But there's no room for him on the inside.
Oh, look at, they can't get any closer to that. This is great action.
Empson giving it everything and a little more as he chases race leader Lance Thompson. Down into Thomas Mazzera land. Thomas will be having nightmares about that for weeks to come. Thompson late on the anchors. Empson remains just a little behind. Oh, they're starting.
Kept it under control.
The thing I believe that nearly killed this series a couple of years back was the unavailability of standard petrol, Gary. Hard to get a Bowser of standard at Lakeside.
As they come back down into the main straightaway, this is the last time they'll receive the 1 lap to go board. As they cross the strike, these guys are going to be reaching speeds just over 160 kilometres per hour, and they'll be doing it at 6,500 RPM. And it's a three-way battle for the lead. Empson moves out onto the high side. Is he faking? Is he going to try and duck back in? Gary's tried this move a few times. It hasn't been successful as yet.
The slogan on the 3rd car says, "Quit now," but I don't think he's about to.
Well, very wide. Well beyond the ripple strips, opening the door there. Empson's having a look. He's going to go the wide way around. And he's got the grunt by the looks of things. It's door to door.
He's got him, I think you'll find. All of a sudden, I think it's car number 17, Ian Cornice, has arrived from absolutely nowhere, and Cornice is giving this one a hell of a shake. From first to third, Lance Thompson goes, moves back up to occupy the silver medal position at this stage.
This is a great finish. Empson's really worked for this one. He's got himself in front, and he's got a gap, I think, at this stage, enough of a gap to see him clear for a win in this Gemini Classic.
Well, it's going to be a well-deserved victory for Steve Empson. He fought hard, got to the lead the last lap, and he's going to hold it out to the checkered flag. Well done. The Gemini Scratch Race here at Lakeside, a thriller, as they always are.
And all enjoying their day out. So that's Empson there from Thompson, and car number 17 in third position, Ian Cornice.
So, on the Shell race score, here they are. Steve Empson, winner of the Gemini Scratch Race from Lance Thompson. Ian Cornice finished in third place. Wayne Wakefield, good drive by him to sneak into fourth, and to round out the top five, Stephen Boyd.